welcome to On Stage with the Bluebird Prince. I'm your host, Erin Boni. We're here to promote the third show of the 2026 summer season at South Park Children's Theater. Today I have several guests I will interview for this production, which will appear July 6th through the 15th. The outdoor stage is a unique experience because family and friends can bring camping chairs and blankets to sit on the green. There are no bad seats. There's a concession stand for both snacks and drinks available, and no show is longer than 90 minutes with intermission, so it's perfect for children. Also, prior to the show, my personal favorite part, the actors come out in character to engage with the audience. So first up, I have three actors with me. I have Jack, Eva, and Val. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming. All right, so I'm going to start with Jack. Can you please tell me about your character in The Bluebird Prince?
So I play Prince Charming and the Bluebird. He's in love with Fiordalisa, but he does not like the Princess Trouty, and she wants him to marry, and she wants me to marry her, and he doesn't want to, and he wants to marry Fiordalisa, and so like it turns into a little bit of a twist with Trouty's fairy godmother, and she turns me into the Bluebird Prince, which is pretty much just the same character.
Okay, very good. So you're a bluebird part of the time and a prince part of the time. All right, and a little love triangle going on there. Excellent. Eva.
Hi, I play the Princess Fiordalisa, and
you're the real love interest.
Yes. So Fiordalisa is basically like your average like Disney princess type, like very sweet, very refined, very romantic. But my stepmother Caviata is a hater, and she does not want me to fall in love because she wants her daughter Trouty to be like the one that everyone loves and everyone is like fawning over, but everyone loves me first because I was the original.
Well, and you're also, if you're the sweet one, right,
yeah,
then it's easier to love you. So, very good. Oh, I love it. Val, tell us about your character.
So I play Princess Trouty.
Oh, so you're the snazzy one.
I am. I say "oh goody" all the time, and it's like, that's most of the lines I miss, and it's very funny. But the thing is that Caviata, my mother, wants me to marry I want to marry Prince Charming, but he likes Fiordalisa, and I don't like Fiordalisa because she likes Prince Charming, and we're all just fighting over this one guy. And my godmother, Mazila, she's always I don't know how to explain her. She's crazy, just like me.
Perfect.
Yeah,
all right.
And it's just fun.
All right, very good. All right, so wow, we have the full love triangle going on up here. Okay, what do you find most interesting about this particular show? Because I mean, all of you have been in multiple shows.
So what I find interesting about this character is, well, first off, he gets turned into a bluebird.
Unique, yes. And
second off, he gets very excited, which makes him to switch up his letters and his words. Whenever he sees Fiordalisa again, he says, "Don't you know me?" And he's supposed to say, "Don't you know me?" So that's what I find interesting about this character.
Okay, so he stumbles because he's so enamored with her. Very cool. Eva?
Something that I like about this show in general is how it kind of has a lot of similar fairy tale tropes to a bunch of other fairy tales, and it kind of all blends it into one. And it has elements of a bunch of other common and well-known fairy tales. There's the evil stepmother and stepsister, and then there's royal balls, and there's some magic and fairy godmothers and turning into an animal and
I was thinking
being
kind of
locked
Princess
in a
and the
tower.
Frog, but instead of Bluebird.
Yeah.
Very cool. So what do you find interesting about the show and or your character?
My character, she's very crazy and snazzy. She says the word snazzy all the time. She thinks she's crazy and absolutely fond of herself. She thinks that she's awesome, and I just like having all the dresses I'm gonna have to wear.
Okay, so you get to change a lot and show off. That's really fun. Oh my gosh, not stressful at all though, having to go backstage and do all of those things.
Yeah.
So talk to me briefly about how you came involved with South Park Theater, and so tell me just your age, where you go to school, and how you started, roughly how many shows or how long you've been involved with South Park.
So this is my 4th year, I think, with South Park.
Nice.
So I've been here for a while now.
Yeah.
And I go to Peters Township Middle School, and I'm going into 7th grade this year.
Nice. That's awesome. So how did you find South Park Theater? What got you started?
So how it got started was in 3rd grade we did like these little shows, and I was really into it. So my mom found the showstoppers for South Park, and she signed me up.
Yeah.
So I got really into it. So I auditioned for The Epic Quest of Damsels in Distress, and that was my first show.
Yes, excellent. Okay, and I think that might have been one you did with my daughter. Very cool. Eva.
Okay, so I am 16 years old, and I go to Baldwin High School, and I'm going to be a junior next year.
Okay.
I've honestly been into theater for like as long as I can remember. Like ever since I was little, I loved like putting on shows for my family and like dressing up and things like that. And as soon as I was able to, I like got involved with like a bunch of different like theater programs. And how I got introduced to South Park was 2 of my friends started doing shows here, and then I would watch them in these shows, and I was like, I kind of want to do shows here. So I auditioned and I got in, and this is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be my 6th show here.
That's wonderful. Awesome. Val.
So I got started here by my sister.
I can remember you watching shows a long
And
time
I
ago.
would be here like 24/7 picking up my sister because I was too young to be left home alone, and like dropping her off, and I'll be like, I want to go there someday. And my parents were like, then they put me in Showstoppers, and I was like, I really like this. And once I got to age, this is my 5th year, I think.
Yeah.
Once I got to age, I did like 5 shows, I think. Yeah, 5.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
And just for our audience, Showstoppers is like their camp, right? Like kind of like an introductory camp to kind of get started if you're not really sure about jumping straight into a show, but learning all the ins and outs. All right. So talk to me then. If I were to ask you in like one phrase or one sentence, why should we come see the Bluebird Prince?
I think it's like a really cute show, like it's a fairy tale, and so it puts people into interest. Like it's sort of like combining Cinderella and the Princess Frog and South Park's own show together, which I find really interesting.
Excellent. Eva, why should we come see the show?
Like Jack said, it's a very cute show, and a lot of like kids would really enjoy it. It has a lot of familiar like fairy tale aspects, and also it's like a fresh spin on like a story that most people probably wouldn't recognize because it is like a more kind of obscure fairy tale. So it's like something new that audiences can be introduced to.
Very good. And Val?
It's fun and cute for everybody to see, and it mixes the Princess Frog and Cinderella together, and it's really cute.
Awesome. Thank you guys for being here with us to give us a preview. All right. I appreciate that. So when we come back, we will have some more actors, and I believe they're narrators of the show. And so please stay tuned. Welcome back to On Stage with the Bluebird Prince. I have more actors from the show to ask some questions so we can get a preview into this great production. Hi guys, thanks for being here with me today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. So I have Sarah, Addy, and Claire, and I'm going to start with Sarah. Can you please tell me about your character in the show?
Okay, I'm narrator 2. So basically, my character, what I do, I just like say what's happening in the show, but with a little more pizzazz to get like the audience into it and excited about what's happening.
Very good. I like that. Addy?
I am narrator 1. I am also a narrator in the show, so I sort of help along with Sarah to direct the show, direct the audience attention to certain points on the stage, sort of give a better understanding of what's happening in the show.
Yeah. Awesome. Claire?
I am narrator 3 in the show. I'm with Sarah and Addy, and we our job is kind of to like guide the audience, and keep them on track of what's happening and interact with our characters.
Right. to make sure that everybody, you know, can follow along, see what's going on, and like you said, add some pizzazz to the show. Very good. All right. What did you find, because you guys have all been in multiple shows, I believe, before, what did you find the most interesting about the Bluebird Prince?
In my personal opinion, I really like it's like supposed to give like a fairy tale vibe, but also there's like comedic lines like in it, and I like funny stuff. I like to laugh, so I think that's probably my favorite.
Very good. Addy, what about you? What do you find most interesting about Bluebird Prince?
I really like the fact that there's like, it's sort of more mashup like than like a lot of other fairy tales. Like, you know, you get like Fiordalisa and Prince Charming and the evil stepmother, and that's sort of like Cinderella. But then you get to the next part of it, and it's like, oh, now the prince is a bluebird. So it's kind of like a really nice sort of combination of all the different shows.
Okay. Very fun. Claire, what do you like best about Bluebird Prince?
Kind of like going off of a little bit what she said, like, it's like, it doesn't like follow like the common fairy tale like line of like events. It has like twists and turns and like different characters, different personalities, and different parts of different fairy tales, and it's just like a fun show.
Good. All right, now can you tell me briefly, I'd asked my other actors, how old you are, what school district you go to, and how you got started with South Park Theater, because in addition to getting people to come out to the shows, I want our audience to know that their kids could possibly be part of South Park Theater as well.
All right, I am 12 years old. I go to Young Scholars Charter School, and I started South Park when I was 8 years old. I always, when I was 6, my cousins and I, they had an idea to direct a show, so we performed one, and I had a really good time, so we did, home-directed shows and stuff.
Nice.
And I wanted to do something, in front of a real audience instead of just, my parents.
Yeah.
And so my mom was looking for theater companies and found South Park.
Awesome. What a great way to get involved. Addy.
So when I was 6, we came here and we saw Cinderella.
Okay.
And so I was on the way home, we were singing all the songs in the car from the musical. And so when I turned 7, I asked my parents if I was allowed to audition, and I got in.
Wonderful. And what grade are you going into, and what school district?
I'm going into 7th grade at Independence Middle School in Bethel Park.
Wonderful. All right, Claire.
I'm 13 years old. I'm going to be 14 actually on the last day of the show.
Birthday, show day. Nice.
I go to Bethel Park. I'm going into 8th grade at IMS Middle School.
Awesome. And how did you get started with South Park?
So I kind of, my whole life have been coming out to see the shows with my family. Mm-hmm. And I think it was right after the pandemic, when I was 9 or 10, I did one of the theater camps.
Okay.
And I auditioned that fall. I did not get in, but wanted to audition again the next fall, next summer, and got into my first year that year.
That's wonderful. Yeah, and it seems like the camps or wanting to perform, going to see things is the way to get in. That's wonderful. All right, so talk to me about, if you had to do it in a short phrase or a sentence or two, why should we come and see the Bluebird Prince? Come and plug it for us.
I think if you should come see the Bluebird Prince, because it's a wacky mix of multiple different fairy tales, along with a little bit of comedy and a fun adventure for a whole family to enjoy.
Very nice. Addy.
I think people should come to the Bluebird Prince because it really is, like Sarah said, a nice mashup. You get that comedy, you get that adventure, you get that sort of kind of action that a lot of kids like, but also it's in a fairy tale setting, which is really nice.
Awesome. Claire.
A lot of what they said, yeah. It's very, there's something for everyone in the show. It's just a fun story. People would enjoy it.
Right. Absolutely. And I think being in the outdoor stage is something that is, very unique for a lot of the goers, the common viewers there. So, well, thank you guys so much for being here with me today to help plug the Bluebird Prince. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. All right, and when we come back, we're going to have one more actor, but also the director and the stage manager of the Bluebird Prince, so we can talk about a little more behind the scenes. So stay tuned. Welcome back to our final segment on the Bluebird Prince. I have director Delaney, I have stage manager Ella, and I have, I believe it's my evil godmother, evil mother with us, Rhia. So welcome. Thank you guys for being here with me today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So tell me a bit about the show itself, Delaney.
So this is, the other cast members have covered it pretty
Right.
well, but this is, it's based on a French fairy tale that's actually older than a lot of the Brothers Grimm fairy tales. So it's quite an old fairy tale, but it's not one that's super well known, at least not in this part of the world.
Right.
But it has a lot of the familiar fairy tale elements. There's an evil stepmother, there's a prince who gets transformed into a bluebird, there's a princess who is imprisoned because the stepmother doesn't like her and she's locked away, and so the princess and the prince have to reunite, and he's got to turn back into a human, and we've got to free her from the tower, and all this has to happen in 60 minutes.
Perfect. Yes, you're like really, really fast. Yes. So talk to me about why a bluebird. Do we have any idea like where that came from? Is that, I mean, particularly a French thing, or because it's a French fairy tale,
Honestly,
or do we know?
I don't know.
Okay, but it's just what he's turned into.
Just what he's turned into.
Okay, very good. So he can kind of, I can't wait to see the costume change for that one. I bet it's entertaining. Yes, absolutely. So Ella, can you tell me a little bit about stage managing? I know you have acted previously. Is this your first stage managing? If it is, if it's not, talk to me about what you find rewarding about stage managing.
This is my second time stage managing a show, but the last one I did, I was in the show too, so it was definitely a little different.
Yeah.
So it's easier this year, but it's a lot of fun. I like working with the kids. Everyone's really nice. It's definitely very rewarding seeing the show after you work on it for so long.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what do you find challenging working behind the scenes? Because we talked about something else I didn't mention in my previous things. There's usually an age range for 6 to 18. So the age range is pretty big from elementary school to high school.
It is definitely weird sometimes because I'm younger than some of the kids that are in
managing.
the show. Yeah, which I don't know. That's always just a little strange sometimes, but it's fun, and the little kids are so sweet.
Right, but it's like you're like, I'm kind of having to give direction to people who are older than me, and that's a little awkward.
Yeah, it always is. Yeah,
yeah, that's
especially
true.
It's my friends too sometimes, which is another. It's just something.
Right, so you're trying like, okay, I can't be mean to you, but at the same time you need to listen to me.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Now, Rhia, you are, we're going to say, one of the older, more seasoned actors at South Park Children's Theater, but tell me about your character.
So I play Caviata, aka the evil stepmother. And obviously, as the other people have mentioned, that's like the everybody hates me apparently, as what Fiordalisa said. But she's basically she marries the king and becomes queen of the kingdom, and basically because she's very supportive mother, I think, in that aspect, because she's like, because Trouty says, hey, I want to marry the prince, and she's like, well, okay, we're gonna get him for you. Yeah. So it's really fun to play.
Right. And side note, the Traviata, is that how you say that name? Trouty is your sister.
Yes, she is.
So you get to mother your sister.
I do.
In the
it's
play.
very fun. It's very
I bet
fun.
You get to be like really bossy with her. You're like, so it's just like at home. Just
Exactly.
it mirrors life. Absolutely.
They're a lot of fun together. It's, I will tell you, very fun to watch together.
You kind of play off each other, because you can really be kind of sassy to each other.
Yes,
I love it. Now, Delaney, you, in addition to directing the show, you are also the assistant director assistant director of the program. The whole program for South Park Children's Theater. Talk to me about, I guess, how long you've been involved, and what you find magical, I guess, about directing, as well as, overseeing this entire program.
So I first got involved in 2010. I did my first show, and I've sort of never left the program.
Awesome.
Like, even when I graduated high school, I was still doing like a couple of shows, and then Emily asked me to come on as her assistant director, and that was when I was still in college. So I've been doing that role for, I think, like 7 years now, which
That's
feels
awesome.
like a long time to say when you say it out loud.
Right.
But I just think it's so fun. One of my favorite parts of directing is like having an idea in my head and then doing it on stage and it looks exactly like I had it in my head. Like it's always fun when that happens.
Right.
And then I love this program so much. It really was like a big part of when I was growing up. So I'm happy to help build it and help the program grow. And we're always adding new things. Like even though Emily and I have been doing this for a really long time, we're always like, this year we added musical theater camp, which was like my brainchild, and it was like all these new fun things that are always happening.
Keep growing and developing and expanding.
Yes.
That's wonderful. So Ella, talk to me about how you got involved with South Park Children's Theater, but also tell me how old you are and what school you go to. So
I'm 16. I go to Bethel. I came to watch the shows when I was really little, like 2-3 years old. I would come and watch them, and I always liked them, and I always thought it was so impressive that kids were up on stage. So I think I auditioned for my first show when I was like 10 or 11.
okay.
So this is, I mean, I'm not in this one, so if you count working on it, this is my 8th show.
Yeah, I count them.
Okay, then 8th show, yeah.
You probably know everybody's line, right? Just about.
Yeah.
So what other parts do you do other than, obviously, getting people on and off stage? Were you part of, I don't know, any kind of like blocking or choreography or anything? What other things do you need to do other than making sure everybody's where they're supposed to be?
I do stuff with the parents sometimes.
Okay.
I don't really like choreograph or block. I'll like help set it up, but I don't like make any of it.
Yeah.
There's going to be some quick changes coming up that we're going to need your help with. So I was going to be helping with quick changes.
Well, I heard that Val has like all kinds of dress changes, so that's going to be a good time.
There's a couple quick changes.
Right, we're just to like kind of like turn everything around and make sure that that's ready to go. What about props? Are you involved in that at all?
Yeah, a little, yeah.
Yeah, so very good. I'm just trying to think about all the things that everybody has to do. Rhia, I know we had you on the show before, but tell me again, the audience, what school you go to, what grade you're going to be in, and how long you've been involved with South Park.
So I am 17, and I'm going to be I'm going to be a senior, which is actually crazy.
Yeah.
And I've been doing South Park since the summer of my 7th into my 8th grade year. So I can't do math right now, but that's at least 6-7 years.
Yeah.
6, 7.
Could be. That's right.
So I really like doing it. I started with doing the camps and stuff whenever I was in like middle school, and then I saw that people were doing like the plays and like getting to like wear all these fun costumes and stuff, and I was like, well, that sounds really fun.
Yeah.
And so doing it has been it's just been really great.
Yeah. So the one thing that I was most impressed about with South Park Theater, as my daughter's been involved for many years, not this year sadly, but was really just the kind of family aspect and just having everyone, kind of like a community beyond just, coming and performing and you're into acting great, but more so about, so talk to me, I guess, just about the magic of the people behind South Park.
I mean, I have known a lot of the people on our staff since I was a little kid. Like I met Emily, who's the director of the program, when I was 12. Sandy Hallett was my 2nd grade teacher.
Oh my gosh, when she was still teaching.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I've known Lorraine directed the first show I was in.
Okay.
So I've known a bunch of our staff there since I was a real little kid. So it's like having a second family almost. Like Emily's like a big sister to me. Like it's like having all these additional family members and then getting to watch all the kids like when they're real little. Some of them start off when they're like real little, and then we get to watch them grow up, and it's really fun. It's so rewarding.
That's awesome. Ella, what about you? You talked about coming to see the shows, but talk to me about some of the friends you've made, maybe from other districts or different age groups, that kind of thing.
I mean, you meet a ton of people. And it's always fun, too, because you can go all year without seeing someone, and then you're in a show with them again, and it's like nothing changed. It's always, it's fun. You meet a lot of people. It's awesome.
That's great. Rhia, I mean, Baldwin is a huge district.
Oh, yeah.
And so I find that, probably something a little smaller community-wise is a good way to reach out and meet other people.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Baldwin is kind of like, basically everybody, like, it's big enough where you don't, like, know everybody, but, like, it's also, like, it's just Baldwin is Baldwin. That's pretty much all I can describe it as. But I think doing like South Park theater, I've met people from Peters, I've met people from Bethel, I've met people from South Park, I've met people who go to drive who go to Cleric and stuff, drive 45 minutes to get here, and being able to meet all these people and still have the sense of community, because it's small, it's smaller community theater has been great.
Right. Absolutely. That's awesome. Okay. Well, my final question for you all is what it's been for everybody. Give me a one-liner. Why do we need to come see the Bluebird Prince? And not just because I said so, but yeah.
Well, that is a good reason.
Yes.
It's really funny. They're all doing such a great job with their characters. And in addition to being sort of unfamiliar but familiar, it's also fun.
Okay. Very good. Ella.
It's a very fast-paced show. I mean, I think any kid watching it would really enjoy it.
That's awesome.
Watch me be mean to my sister.
That's a great reason to come out.
Watch me be mean to people.
Be the one reason Josie and I are going to come see it.
Watch me be the D1 hater, guys.
That's it. That's right. You know what? Because normally you actually play. I'm trying to think you play some nice characters. This might be the
majority of the things that I have played have been upbeat, happy-go-lucky characters. So this is one of the first times that I'm actually the evil villain.
I know
really
you probably
nice.
could dig into that a little bit. It's kind of fun. And again, with it being able to give your sister, some sass to boot, which is perfect. Oh, thank you guys so much for being here with me today.
Thank you.
Wonderful. And to our audience, please come see the Bluebird Prince at the Outdoor Stage at South Park Children's Theater, July 6th through the 15th. Shows are Mondays, 6:30 p.m., Tuesdays, 10 a.m. and 6:30 p.m., and Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Over the 2 weeks, you'll have 8 chances to come and see the show, so bring a chair, a blanket, and come on out and support South Park Children's Theater. Thank you so much.